Good evening, everyone, and welcome tonight to day number 68. Holy moly. I wish you were behind the scenes with me. There's so much that has to happen, and it becomes more and more each day, especially when I'm getting information in right at the last second. And that was happening tonight, but that will be a benefit for you guys. So I'm very thankful that you're here and much appreciated. Tonight's a big night. I have lots of data and lots of information. And there's another thing we're going to be doing. Let's see here. I'm declaring war on the internet. Here's what I'm telling you. I'm declaring war on the internet, and I'm giving all your hellos and shouts. I didn't see that. U.S. Supreme Court voted to strike down Roe versus Wade. Good evening, Lynn, Harold, Medic Trevor, JDO, Amy Raudabush, Nathan checking in, Rick Berry, all of you guys. Hey, for you military guys that are in here tonight or you're watching later, you're going to enjoy some of the footage that I have. It's going to make you stand up and salute. And really, really good things. Actually, overall today, decent day on the military front. But as far as my front, we're getting ready to unleash. People have no idea. We're going to unleash together, and I'm going to need your help. So I'm going to be on a push over the next few months to increase the YouTube footprint. I have not done that until now. I've asked you to like, asked you to subscribe. A lot of guys watch on Facebook. You may be watching on Facebook right now, but I'm going to ask you to switch over to YouTube. There is a reason for this, guys, and I'm going to give you all the information. I'm going to repeat this every day because I'm going to tell you what's happening. I was sent some stuff late last night. After the program last night, I was talking to Zhenya, chatting with some of the guys down in Azovstal. Hello. I'm talking to the people under the building in the Azovstal, and I get morons messaging me, telling me that this is all fake, and they have unleashed a barrage of videos showing that this entire war is fake. It's completely made up. Ukraine is destroying their own people. Russia rules the world. And folks, when I started diving into that, I became very angry because I'm going to tell you right now, I would definitely stand behind the number that over 50% of the information that is being spread about, especially through the United States and a lot of churches, is absolutely bonkers, full of the devil. And people are buying it hook, line, and sinker. And the number one folks that are buying it are the American Christians. Are you clueless? Yeah, I'm upset because it is ridiculous how much information is out there. Blasting Ukraine is killing their own people, and I'm sick of it. So now, here we go. The gloves are off. I have not made a push. I do not ask for anything. In this situation, we have asked to raise money, and I'll get an update tomorrow. It's cooking, folks. We're on our way to $100,000. We're showing you what we're doing, and we've got these people out there that are just spreading lies, and people are believing it hook, line, and sinker. And I'm sitting here talking to the guy being bombed, and people are sending me this stuff. Here's the deal. I am declaring war on false narrative in Ukraine. I am declaring war May the 2nd. This is not an operation. This is a war.
Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their neighbor. Repeat, now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their neighbor.
Jesse, I see your comment there. It's nationalist. Yeah, that's the nationalist viewpoint, but people don't even have a clue what they're talking about with the nationalism in Ukraine. And most of these people that are spreading this junk are Americans who probably haven't even been out of their mother's basement. They're too busy eating Doritos, playing Warzone, and they have no clue what's going on in Europe. And church people, above all people, are believing this junk. It's trash, folks. And I know it's not you. You're here with me, but I'm telling you right now, we're going to increase the subscriber count because it will help the analytics, and we're going to do our best to combat this trash. I had pastors sending me multiple messages last night going, Greg, you're doing a great job. How do I deal with this in my church? I said, what are you dealing with? They think Ukraine's killing their own people and they truly are the Nazis. I said, okay, here we go. It's on, and here we come. May 2nd, we've declared war, and we're going after as many viewers, as many subscribers. I don't push anything because I'm not trying to build an empire. I'm just trying to help my friends and family out in Ukraine, but it's over now. If you're going to spew that junk, then I'm going to spew the truth. I'll get the stinking guy on under the Usdal while the bombs are dropping. It's ridiculous. How was your day? Absolutely. I'm just aggravated by it. Child of God, I think you're actually a Ukrainian. I think. So much information in the USA, especially among the Republicans. I am a Republican. I know. And we're not going there. This is about Ukraine. We support Ukraine. We're here for our friends and our family. We're here to care for the people that are being wiped off the face of the planet. But so much American trash and junk is flowing through the media, and I'm really angry. I was boiling last night. I'm still boiling. People believing this hook, line, and sinker. And then you stand up and praise God. Yeah, and no witnesses, no video, nothing. And they just spew this venom. All right. I'm telling you. It's on. Here we go. I'm going to push like a madman. I am re-energized. It's day 68. I'm telling you guys, watch. You've got to help me do it, but we're going to make this happen because we're going to fight this. All right. Video came in today from Duncan Wingard, one of our great faithful viewers. And he received a video of a school down outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Let's do this. Let me show you this. It's 60 seconds. And let me get control. Sip on a little bit of this sugar-free sweet tea at my left hand. I want to show you guys this. This is a Ukrainian janitor in Oak Hill. Bud. What? Hey, there you go. I am from Khmelnytsky. Telling you the truth. Telling you guys the truth. This is a great comment here. So many Americans are so entitled and narcissistic, they create their own narrative. Absolutely. Ricochet, I appreciate that comment. Yeah, we're getting it from multiple sources. So thank you guys. All right. Let me show you this. Let me put a nice rag on my head. It really aggravated me, folks, because I then started digging into this last night. It's bad. I'm not even sharing the links. No way. It's bad. When I have pastors messaging me, come on, you know what you're doing, PG. Tell me how to tell my people. I know the truth. I'm telling them the truth. They still don't listen to me. They believe some clown on the internet. It's ridiculous. Let's smile right here. Ukrainian janitor in Atlanta, Georgia. Her school did a wonderful thing for her.
Good morning, Miss Lana.
This is really.
Good morning, honey.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know if you noticed, but we even have your family's names and stuff on some of this stuff.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate.
And if you keep walking, you've got a surprise down that hallway, a surprise straight down,
Okay.
and then keep walking this way.
Okay.
One more beautiful surprise. Now turn to your right.
Wow. So nice.
There you have it, folks. How wonderful. And that's good stuff right there. I did see, let me see here. Angela Blackwell Moody, I see you. Let's see here. She says she just shared a Facebook memory that came up on my post. Let me see here. Let me tell you why I'm passionate about this. How about 8 years ago when the war started? Let me tell you who was in Donbass. I was in Donbass. There is the block post. There is the flags. This is when the war started. That is not a correspondent picture. That is my picture. I was in the trenches with the tanks talking to these guys. So I don't want to hear it. Yes, thank you. You reminded me of that. I had those pictures. Anyway, we're on board, guys. We're going after this. All right, let me get to it so I don't lose my mind here. I mean, it's just unbelievable that the Americans in the schools would love on Ukrainians like that. How on earth could you do that when they're Nazis and committing genocide? Come on. Let's see. Why would over 200 global Fortune 500 companies leave Russia and everything in it? And these are liberal, many of them, liberal companies who only are concerned about their bottom line, but they're leaving that place. Come on. I know everybody wants to know about Mariupol. Here we go. Mariupol, the convoy of 100 civilians that were evacuated from Azovstal. Last night we were talking about this, showed you video of it coming out from under the building. But I guess that didn't happen either. That was drones walking around in robot costumes. On May 1st, here's the bad news, folks. Those folks that I showed you on the video, they did not arrive in Zaporozhye. They are not there. They should have already been there a long time ago. They're not giving up hope on them. President Zelensky will speak about it in a moment. No more details were provided. That was given by the Zaporozhye Regional State Administration, prepared to receive them. Their message was, we hope they arrive tomorrow. There were no evacuations today. There were attempts, but shelling happened. The times were off. The evacuations couldn't happen. But now they have supposedly agreed upon another quiet period where we can get some civilians out of there tomorrow morning, which will be about when the end of this program is tonight in just a little while. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted as always, but the ones that went out last night did not arrive to Zaporozhye yet. We don't know. Could be broke down, anything. We'll find out. I'll keep you posted on that, but they're not there. Today, big steps happened. Georgia submitted their application to join the EU. Folks, this is a big deal. As well, we know that Moldova has made application to join the EU. I'll go to the map real quick and show you this. Right down here in the green is Georgia. Many people may not know where Georgia is on the map. So right above Turkey to the right, northeast, and then you come into the Russian territory up behind Ukraine, which we know well. Of course, Moldova right in that little hook to the left. So Georgia and Moldova submitting their applications to join the EU, doing nothing else but putting more pressure on Russia. Hungary. Let me go back to the map 1 second. Folks, let me tell you something about Hungary tonight, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Hungary is right here in the green. It is the nation. Let me get me another little pin up here. And let's go orange. So this is Hungary right here. Of course, Budapest. And as you can see, it shares a border with Ukraine. And it shares a border with Romania, and a border with Slovakia, and a border with Austria, and a border with Croatia. And then, of course, you're not far from the Adriatic Sea. That's Hungary. Folks, Hungary's prime minister and Hungary's energy minister came out today and said that the EU can do whatever they want when it comes to an embargo, because the EU is getting ready to drop the 6th round of sanctions against Russia. But remember the flaw of the European Union. They must have a 100% vote or it doesn't carry. Now you understand a little backside of England, Great Britain's problems with the EU, the Brexit that we've watched for years. So Hungary is going to veto anything that will sanction Russian energy. Now on the right, couple of things that came out today. Hungary was made aware of Russia's beginning of phase 2 of this war prior to February the 24th, 2022. They were completely aware. And in fact, Russia even had asked them to partner with them, or at the minimum to hold the line once the sanctions would come. They knew what was going to happen. And as you can see, Hungary is holding the line on the sanctions. Therefore, in turn, today, the little website on the right there and behind that guy's head, I'll tell you who that is in a moment. This guy, his name is Viktor Orban. He was placed on the most wanted list, not to go capture, but most wanted list, meaning no business. You're close to Ukraine. You can't do anything with Ukraine. You're blocked from working with Ukraine. Now, who is this guy? You talking about deep. This guy is none other than the prime minister of Hungary. He's now blacklisted. That was the blacklist. He's blacklisted on Ukraine for Ukraine. Who is this guy? He's one of Vladimir Putin's best friends. He's a nationalist. He's a very bad guy. They're holding the line. They're in the EU. The EU is not going to be able to 100% get anything through. Here are a couple of his quotes. You tell me who the problem was with. In 2018, this guy, Viktor Orban, was making a speech at the Association of Cities with County Rights. Orban said, "We must state that we do not want to be diverse," speaking about Hungary, "and do not want to be mixed. We do not want our own color, traditions, and national culture to be mixed with those of others. We do not want this. We do not want that at all. We do not want to be a diverse country. There you go. Adolf Hitler. Secondly, 2021 speech just last year, Orban said, the challenge with Bosnia is how to integrate a country with 2 million Muslims. Bosnian leaders responded with calling for Orban's visit to Sarajevo to be canceled. The head of the country's Islamic community characterized his statement as xenophobic and racist. Not here to talk about Islam, not here to talk about Muslims. The bottom line is this cat right here, no different than Sergei Lavrov and Vladimir Putin. And this is a new front that is officially open today. No, not in war, but on the finance side, on the economic side, on the information side. And Hungary is absolutely holding the line. Today, this was released out of Kyiv. I would think the UN put GPS trackers on those buses. Well, I would have too. And maybe they did. I don't know. But I can tell you directly from Zaporozhye as of this minute, and I do not have the updates on their site. They're not there. Today, this is out of Kyiv. Russia made a really, really strong push. You see it there, just center left. Bob Piccarelli, welcome. Golf League started today. I hope you shot very well. We get some free time here. I'll take you out on the course and let you get beat by a one-handed midget. Let's go. I told you guys I'm re-energized. I'm aggravated by those videos and that venom that's being spewed in the American public. I'm not talking about something on the south side of India under New Delhi. It's in America. The vile trash being spread about Ukraine. Unacceptable, and we're going to fight it. Krivoy Rog, Zaporozhye, that push right up in the middle. And we've been talking about these regions non-stop. In fact, today I will take you to the map real quick, and I'll give you some updates here. What color have I not used? Let's go with this little blue here. Kharkiv, sorry, I'll speak in Russian. Hit very hard today. Donetsk, hit very hard. Mariupol, still being bombed. Mykolaiv, hit hard. Zaporozhye, hit hard. But folks, the biggest hits of all today was Odessa. They're coming after Odessa. Now, I will tell you this was verified, and this is one of the reasons I barely made it in time, but the city of Belgorod, right here in Russia, was just struck. What is it, 9:26 now? 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago, Belgorod was struck from Ukraine. Good job, boys. And that's a fact. I've got the videos. It's all released. Ukraine's already said they did it, and it's time to fight in that area. The bottom line is, folks, so much ammunition, weapons, and soldiers are coming from that region, Belgorod. And let me just show you, and we'll move on. But you can see what they're going for. It's Kharkiv. So this is why Ukraine is doing counteroffensives there. Now, Odessa hit very hard. We lost kids today, struck by missiles. Military infrastructures were hit. Religious buildings were hit. Schools were hit. Hospitals were hit in Odessa. This is a picture there you see of Odessa. Folks, how can I explain Odessa to you? Odessa is the #1 tourist spot in Ukraine. They had built the new airport, took them 5 years. They just finished it. That's the one that Russia destroyed yesterday or the day before. And this place is a major tourist area for Europe. I mean, it's such a beautiful cultural port city, but the beaches are beautiful. It would be like the Miami of the U.S. You go on, you think about a beach city, South Beach, Miami. That would be the cultural relevance of Odessa. It's a very beautiful city, but it was hit hard today. As well today, I'll translate that for you. Belarus's internet was cut. And not that they were eliminated from the internet, but what happened to Belarus today is that they were reconnected. Listen, I'm not a network engineer, but here's what it is. They're now in the Russian intranet system. They're not open to get internet sources to the people that would be open. Of course, citizens can use VPNs, but most people do not have enough technical know-how to even use VPNs, and they are completely blocked. And the reason this happened is because there was so much intelligence coming back to Ukraine on Russian troop movements, Belarusian troop movements, infrastructure movements, in military resources. Ukraine was getting flooded with all of this information from good Belarusian people who hate this war. So they cut the internet off and rerouted it via the Russian services. So here we go. I told you guys I'm energized. It may be the diet I'm on as well. My man's got me going. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. All right. How about a little madness? Today, Russian television. Let's talk about the evil. Are you ready for the evil? Yeah, here's our friends talking about Ukrainian corn. They'll just steal it, and that the ultimate enemy is actually America. Be careful what you wish for, conspiracy theorists who think you know what is going on in Ukraine as you sit in your mother's basement eating Doritos. You do not know what's going on. Unfortunately, people believe you. And we're going to fight against it. Here we go.
Китайцев по поводу кукурузы, но они как бы не реализовались.
Но если надо, мы им поставим украинскую кукурузу.
Безусловно.
Yeah, we'll just steal Ukraine's
Безусловно.
corn.
Тем более, что для этого есть все возможности. Отрезание бывшей Украинской ССР от Черного моря, от пахотных земель, от житницы. Это самое опасное. И, кстати, к вопросу о кукурузе. Но еще одна вещь нам тоже предстоит. Нам нужно найти эффективные точки уязвимости у американцев. Надо думать. Не надо об этом рассказывать публично, но надо их искать, чтобы на них надавить. Чтобы это было последней каплей, которая американскую элиту заставит убедиться и увериться, что с нами надо договариваться, и с нами надо договариваться на наших условиях, а не на их.
It's terrible to laugh at it. So this is what happened there, technical-wise. They proxied them and pushed the Russian DNS entries. That would be, sounds good to me. That's above my head, but I can tell you that's what's happening. So there you have it, folks. We'll just steal their corn, sell it to the world, and then we're going to deal with the Americans too, but they're going to negotiate with us on our terms. Yes, they did say the Soviet Union of Ukraine. Yes, good catch. And that is what they said. When you hear the words in Russian, Sovetskiy Soyuz iz Ukraina, Soviet Union of Ukraine. You know, last night I watched an interview on YouTube of a guy, I should have wrote his name down, very famous British statesman. He was born in 1872. He died in 1970. Now think about that for a moment. He was born in 1872. He died in 1970. Think what this guy saw. He was a politician, a instructor, teacher, genius, very famous guy. I didn't plan to talk about him, but maybe you need to look this guy up yourself as well. I can look it right here, right quick. What is his name? The guy I watched, Bertrand Russell. Bertrand Russell. Why negotiate with anyone that is not on U.S. soil? Bertrand Russell. You guys can look him up. Bertrand Anyway, this guy, very, very, very famous, I come to find out, and a British guy. And you can see the era in which he lived, 1872 to 1970. That's World War I. That's the Cold War. That's the Soviet Union. That's World War II. That's the Korean War. That's Vietnam. Unbelievable, the history that this man had. He went to Moscow in 1920 and interviewed Vladimir Lenin at the beginning of the Soviet Union. He came back and reported. You can actually watch the YouTube about his chat. And he just said, that's not a good guy. And it's going the wrong way. 1920. Very, very interesting. Now, for you guys in here that are military veterans, you're going to be a little excited about this one. And I've actually got the video to show you. Very, very cool here. Turkish drones. And I know I've ridden Turkey hard. I still will ride them hard. I don't trust them on the economic side. They're still allowing Russian tourism. But they have supplied drones and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. They're trying to ride the fence. And that's what I do not like about Turkey. And Turkey's in NATO, but they're still trying to ride the fence. So Turkey, thank you for supplying the drones to Ukraine. That is much appreciated, and the humanitarian aid. But why don't you join forces with us fully and not be afraid of Vladimir Putin, please? So here's the deal, folks. These drones supplied to Ukraine have made a difference. Prior to today, May the 2nd, 2022, there were 4 Raptor boats operating in the Black Sea. 4 Raptors. Basically, that is a large speedboat. You can look it up, the Russian Raptor, that carries 20 Marines, armaments, and it's for like blitzes, getting to a place quick. I know we have plenty, but as Americans, I don't know what our boats would be called, but these are the quick boats operating on the sea, carrying small group, special forces, whatever. There was 4 operating in the Black Sea yesterday. Now, now there's 2. And this is video direct from there. You can look in the upper left-hand corner and you will see the date, May the 2nd, 2022. This happened today in the Black Sea. Thank you, Turkish drones. No sound, just footage. Upper left, you see 02 May 2022, 2:30 in the afternoon. Bye-bye. You know, and I'm not out for Mark 5 is our special boats. Awesome. Thank you. You know, I don't want to see people lose their lives, but you know what? This is war, and you're destroying Ukrainians. Blow more up. Russia can't afford to replace. No, they only have 19, I think 14 active, and only 4 are in the Black Sea. Well, 2 are in the Black Sea. Now, okay, all you fellas, all you vets, all you soldiers, all you wannabe soldiers like me, how about a stand up and shout right now for this one? Fact, U.S. will have finished training 200 Ukrainians on M777 howitzer artillery by the end of the day. According to a senior U.S. defense official, this was today, just a little while ago at 7:15, May the 2nd, 2022. The U.S. also continuing with a week-long course for Ukrainians on Phoenix Ghost loitering drones. I can tell you that this training is taking place in Poland. And here's something else I can tell you today. These M777s are not in Ukraine yet. However, today, Ukraine did receive a huge shipment of light vehicles from America, 100%. What's those vehicles called? The Humvees, medical vehicles, combat carriers, troop carriers, not the Abrams, but smaller ones. I called them light vehicles, but a huge supply is in Lviv getting ready to be distributed. Now here we go, guys. Make it rain. Here is the make it rain. This, as they're being trained, how about a stand up for the U.S.? They were loading them up today. They're on the way. Could you imagine? I'm going to play that one more time, but I'm going to give you something else to look at this time. I know, yes, that's a heavy weapon, and they're coming. Here's what I want to give a shout out for. Every person in here that is an American current active duty soldier or a veteran, I want to give you a big shout out tonight and thank you for your service. Let me tell you something. Let's just unleash some of our boys. Take a look. Do not look at the 777s this time. Look at our soldiers. Look at their faces and look at their professionalism. Just watch the soldiers. Look at these guys' faces right here. Can we just unleash some of them boys right quick and end this? And then I wouldn't have to personally declare war on the media for spreading false information. We could just end it, and then they would know the truth. But hey, we'll take it. Stuff is moving. Now, this will create a problem, and it's already creating a problem. Mr. Putin is getting nervous. And here is the rumor. I never give rumors, but here's the rumor. This is not official. But today, all the information I was receiving, sharing, talking with Zhenya during the day, other people, was this, that on May the 9th, Vladimir Putin's going to do one of two things, if not two. Remember, May 9th is their victory day. Okay, here's what the rumors are. Number one, Russia will officially declare war on Ukraine. It's a rumor, no fact to it, but it's everywhere in Ukrainian media that Russia will officially declare war. They have not done that yet. And then after they declare war, they will force draft beginning immediately after May the 9th. Because with these things happening, think about it for a moment. Georgia, we want to join the EU. Turkey's drones being used by Ukraine to shoot down Russian ships. I wonder if Putin called Erdogan today. I guarantee you somebody did. That's two major boats they lost there. Let's see. Hungary, with their madness, they're going to buddy up with Russia. Moldova saying, we're going for our EU application. We know that Moldova's going to be in trouble. It's going to take 1 tank and 5 soldiers, and Moldova will fall. But then you have all of this equipment coming. You have all the big talk from people like Boris Johnson and Duda, the president of Poland. Folks, this could escalate very quickly. We shall see. Let's see now. This is really cool. You guys will enjoy this. So, you really want to end it? You really want to end it? Round up a couple of battalions of grumpy old vets, send us over and turn us loose before we've had our coffee. I can tell you one thing. There's a grumpy group of Israeli vets. Now listen to me. There's a grumpy group of Israeli vets that are there. And after today, with what Sergei Lavrov said, they're boiling. More about that in just a moment. What you're seeing here, folks, is the SBU, which is the state or the Bureau of Investigations for Ukraine. So here's what's happening. In all of these cities, there are sleeper cells trying to disrupt. Of course, you guys know this. It's nothing revelational for you. But today, the SBU was able to capture a group of 12 looking to do terrorist activities in Odessa. I have a little video clip of it. This is the truth. But folks, here's what I want you to see. They got them. They've captured them. They've confiscated everything. But listen, I believe my grandmother could have caught these guys. And that's not a knock on Ukraine. It's just telling you how poorly equipped these guys are. If they're really there to stir up trouble in these cities. And these little groups are everywhere. I'm sure others are much better equipped, but we'll see. If I get video of it, I'll share it. These guys were caught today in Odessa. Yes, Ukraine put this video out. Let's see. I think that those things came over on Noah's Ark. I've got better weapons under my bed. There they are arresting them. So as you can see, they were proud. And listen, I know that's legit. That's a video straight from the SBU. Came out today. They captured that group. It was 12 of them. And you could see just, I think those grenades look like, well, they didn't look like Barney Fife's bullet. His bullet was polished. Yep, bunch of George ribbons. I want one of those brown Russian AK mags. 007 music copyright infringement incoming? Nope. I own that music. That was no 007. Come on, JDO. Every once in a while I get it right. No, we're good on that one. That one's all taken care of. It's really close, though. I want to show you guys something. Day 5. Take a look at this. Day 5, 520,000 people have fled Ukraine. This would have been on March 24, 26. This would have been on March the 1st. But in the bottom, look at the red arrows. The UN says the total number of Ukrainians seeking refuge in other countries could reach 5 million. At that time, 40,000 Moldova, 34,000 Romania, 94,000 Hungary, 30,000 Slovakia, 281 to Poland, none to Belarus, and none to Russia. Day 5 of the war. But look at the UN prediction, and now, fast forward to day 68, 5.5 million refugees, 25,000 in Belarus, 681 in Russia, not including the million stolen, 447 Moldova, 825 Romania, 530 Hungary, 379 Slovakian, 3 million to Poland. Pretty accurate. 5.5 million. Think about it for a second, folks. 5.5 million people gone. Folks, this is what I wanted to tell you today. You saw the advertisement earlier, and I want to show you this. I want to share you this story. I want to ask you to be a part of the war on truth, or the war for truth, and the war against non-truth in regard to Ukraine. We're going to work on that together. I need your help. But this was the advert today. Day 68, war in Ukraine. The Red Car of Kyiv. The Red Car of Kyiv. Folks, that is the car. And you can see, of course, that looks like a trashed zone. Well, that was from the war zone. And now this would almost be a Paul Harvey moment. How about now for the rest of the story? The Red Car of Kyiv. Here's a story from Ukraine. The Red Car of Kyiv, and I'm quoting all of this, sent to me to share, and absolute facts. Quotes. I left the bomb shelter looking for a way to escape, and I found a red car sitting with keys in the ignition near a store. I took a position of safety and watched it for 2 hours, waiting to see if the owner would arrive. After 2 hours, I could not wait any longer, so in desperation, I gathered my family. We got in the car, and I drove them to Vinica for safety. And you guys know where Vinica is, between Kyiv and Zhytomyr, down south a little bit. Upon safe arrival, I searched in the car and found a phone number for the owner in the glove compartment. I quickly called the number, apologizing and confessing to him I had stolen his car to save my family. This would be the moment where Paul Harvey would say, and now for the rest of the story. The owner replied to me with joy. Thank God, and do not worry. I actually have 4 cars, and for sure I could only use one to escape with my family. My remaining 3 cars I purposely left in strategic places in the city with full tanks of gas and keys in the ignition. I left my phone number in the glove compartment and prayed that families could use my cars to escape this war, and maybe I would receive a testimony call. The owner of the red car goes on to say, just to set you at ease, further, all of my cars were used by different families to escape, and each family has called me as you have done. Be blessed. There will be peace. Take care of your family, and see you soon. That, my friends, is the story, 100% true, of the Red Car of Kyiv. So we're coming to where I need your help, folks. I need your help. Earlier, I was ranting a little bit. If you joined late, there's just so much false information happening on YouTube, and we need to combat it. So here's what I'm asking. I know that many people watch actually on Facebook, and that's cool. If Facebook is your only portal to watch, please continue to do so. We're available on many different Facebook platforms. YouTube is just one platform that we're on. There are many more viewers than that. It's on different channels on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all these other places. No problem. But if you're able, I want to ask you tonight to start watching on YouTube. Here's the reason why. The more people that are on YouTube, the better the algorithms are going to be. The more people sharing and commenting, these computers and algorithms are going to see it, and they're going to help get this message out one step at a time. We're getting many, many more people from the United States. I get comments every night on the videos, on the updates. Most of them have been positive and appreciative of what we're doing each night. And people have said, I'm watching to catch up on the whole war now. It's really good. We're getting international viewers from different countries. But if we can really band together and make YouTube a push, it would be very helpful so we can continue. This means it would start to come up in people's feeds and they would be recommended. And when you tell your friends, hey, watch this guy over here, he's telling the truth about Ukraine each night, tell them the YouTube site. Now, what would you have to do that? If you are a Facebook watcher and that's the only thing you know, please stay there. No problem at all. But if you have the ability, over the next few days, please make a switch. You go to my YouTube channel, and that's what it will look like. And you say, well, I don't know how to get there. Well, on your phone, iPad, smart television, it doesn't matter. Go to YouTube, type in the search, just type in my name and experience, all one word. It'll pop right up. You will see this face pop up. And all you've got to do is go over to the right, hit the subscribe button. Then you will be offered a little bell. Just click the notify bell. And folks, that will help. You will get notified when the stream starts each evening at 9 o'clock Eastern, just like you do on your Facebooks. Now, if you can't, please stay on Facebook, or if you're watching on some other platform, stay there as well. But if you can, I ask you, please try to make a move to YouTube. And from this day forward, when you're recommending people, try to push them here to the YouTube side, because I'm telling you, I'm going after the non-information. I've got plans, good ones, and I've got Stephen Haywood going to help me, all the broadcast guys. Tomorrow, I've got to give a big shout out, because tomorrow I am receiving The other thing about YouTube is the communication, the infrastructure is so much better. So if you can navigate Facebook, you can navigate YouTube, and you'll enjoy it much better. I promise you. Now, with that said, I've got Steven on the backside, my broadcast engineer, helping. We're going to push this thing out at a new level. Tomorrow, I'm receiving 2 brand new cameras from PTZ Optics out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They are a believer in what we're doing each night. And I do a once a month stream for that company because they are Christian based and they want to know the truth to all of their people about what's going on in Ukraine. So very, very good company. But tomorrow, it's already in transit. Tomorrow night, we're going to have 2 new cameras rolling. And I mean, brand new, nice ones. So very thankful to them. So the ball's rolling really good. And it doesn't look like the war is ending tomorrow. So hammer down, guys. And I appreciate your help in doing that. Finally, the last thing, and I'm going to close out and allow President Zelensky to close it out tonight. So today, Sergei Lavrov, there's his picture on the left, just came out spewing absolute venom about the Nazism is what I'm trying to combat. The Nazism of the Ukrainian people, specifically Vladimir Zelensky, and then he went even further. I'm telling you why this happened. My opinion, but I think I'm right. It was yesterday that the Israeli vets showed up to fight for Ukraine. I showed you the picture. It was yesterday. Today, Lavrov, the foreign minister of Russia, he is an absolute bad guy. Israeli Foreign Affairs Ministry has summoned the Russian ambassador in Israel for explanations after Sergei Lavrov claimed that Hitler had Jewish blood, and the most outspoken anti-Semites are, as a rule, Jews themselves. Below that, Yair Lapid replied, Foreign Minister Lavrov's remarks are both an unforgivable and outrageous statement as well as a terrible historical error. Jews did not murder themselves in the Holocaust. The lowest level of racism against Jews is to accuse Jews themselves of anti-Semitism. Folks, Israel is getting in the picture every day more and more. Dmitry Kuleba came out instantly and said, Foreign Minister Lavrov could not help hiding the deeply rooted anti-Semitism of the Russian elites. His heinous remarks are offensive to President Zelensky, Ukraine, Israel, and the Jewish people. More broadly, they demonstrate that today's Russia is full of hatred towards other nations. Folks, spot on. So interesting. That's why we're here each night. Yesterday, Israeli veterans there saying, here we go. Today, Lavrov dropping the evil towards Israel, towards Zelensky, towards Jewish people. Here, my friends, we'll close with this tonight. President Zelensky comes back. And yes, I have it translated for you. Here we go.
Українці, українки. Наші захисники і захисниці, завершується 68-й день нашої оборони, міцної, 68-й день самознищення Росії, самознищення в усіх сенсах слова. Якщо колись у цієї держави і були те, що називається репутацією, то зараз Росія щоденно робить такі речі, які просто виключають будь-яку адекватність. Вчора, наприклад, міністр закордонних справ Російської Федерації відкрито і не соромлячись сказав, що найбільші антисеміти нібито серед самих євреїв, і що нібито Гітлер мав єврейську кров. Як взагалі можна було таке сказати напередодні річниці перемоги над нацизмом? Ці слова означають, що найвищий дипломат Росії перекладає на єврейський народ провину за злочини нацистів. Немає слів. Звичайно, сьогодні з приводу цих слів великий скандал в Ізраїлі, але тим не менше ніхто не чує заперечень або виправдань з Москви, а там мовчать. А значить, погоджуються із тим, що сказав їхній міністр закордонних справ після російського ракетного удару по Бабиному Яру в Києві, після пошкодженого обстрілами минори на місці масових розстрілів в Дробицькому Яру поблизу Харкова, після загибелі від російських обстрілів людей, звичайно, які пережили нацистську окупацію і нацистські концтабори, такий антисемітський випад їхнього міністра означає, що в керівництві Росії забули усі уроки Другої світової війни. А може, ніколи і не вчили тих уроків. А тому питання, чи залишиться посол Ізраїлю в Москві, знаючи таку їх нову позицію? Чи залишаться відносини з Росією, як зазвичай? Бо це все не випадково. Не випадкові слова російського міністра закордонних справ, великого знавця гітлерізму. Не випадково російські окупанти на українській землі створюють так звані фільтраційні табори, через які проводять тисячі наших громадян, українців, де вбивають, катують, гвалтують наших людей. Не випадково окупанти захоплюють цивільних і вивозять як заручників чи депортують як безкоштовну робочу силу. Не випадково вони ведуть так звану тотальну війну на знищення усього жилого, після якого залишаються тільки що спалені руїни від цілих міст та сіл. Щоб робити все це, потрібно повністю відкинути мораль і здобутки переможців нацизму. Але якщо такі люди в російському керівництві, це не означає, що вони можуть судити по собі про інших в Європі чи у світі. Якщо вони посилають своїх громадян вмирати десятками тисяч на чужій землі і навіть не забирають тіла вбитих з вулиць, з доріг, з полей, то це не означає, що всі інші схожі на них. Якщо серед них є люди, які самі походять з України, але підтримують винищення українців, українського, то це не означає, що всі інші відмовились від нормальної людської моралі. Сьогодні російські війська нанесли черговий ракетний удар по Одесі. Зруйнували гуртожиток, вбили хлопчика 14 років, поранили дівчинку 17 років. У неї осколкове поранення. Що це взагалі? Для чого? Чим російській державі загрожували ці діти і гуртожиток? А ось так вони воюють, ось і все. В Лисичанську, Луганську області від російського обстрілу згоріла гімназія, якій, до речі, було понад 100 років. Її побудували ще бельгійці для цього міста. Вона витримала 2 світові війни, але, як бачимо, і ця гімназія виявилась загрозою страшною для сучасної Росії. 220 українських дітей вбиті російською армією за час з 24 лютого. І це ми ще не знаємо не про всіх, бо не маємо доступу до тимчасово окупованих районів нашої держави. 1570 закладів освіти зруйновано або пошкоджено внаслідок обстрілів. Це трохи більше, ніж за 2 місяці. Саме тому весь вільний світ об'єднався, щоб ніхто не виправдовував нацизм, щоб ніхто не вбивав дітей, щоб ніхто не руйнував мирні міста, як це робить Росія. Працюємо над новими санкційними кроками проти Росії. Найближчим часом очікуємо новий пакет від Євросоюзу. В цьому пакеті мають бути чіткі кроки на блокування доходів Росії від енергоресурсів. Дуже віримо в це, щоб державі-терористу не передавали мільярд євро щоденно за паливо. Але також вже зараз варто готуватися до наступних санкційних кроків. В будь-якому випадку доведеться блокувати всі експортні і імпортні операції з Росії, бо все це в Москві, і все це вони заробляють, і навіть там не розуміють, що міжнародне право і мир у Європі потрібно поважати. Продовжуємо робити все, щоб врятувати наших людей з Маріуполя. Евакуаційна операція триває. Завтра очікуємо також і рух гуманітарними коридорами з Бердянську, Токмака, Васильівки. Збройні сили України героїчно стримують намагання окупантів наступати. Харківський напрямок, Донбас, південь країни. Всюди ситуація залишається вкрай складною, але вдячні кожному і кожній нашим захисникам, які тримають оборону держави. Щойно підписав великий указ про нагородження наших військових. 438 військовослужбовців Збройних сил України відзначені державними нагородами. Звання Герой України присвоєно старшому лейтенанту Тодорову Дмитру Руслановичу за особисту сміливість і надзвичайну ефективність в боях проти окупантів в Донецькій області. Вічна слава кожному, хто став на захист нашої держави. Вічна пам'ять усім, хто загинув за Україну. Слава Україні!
And we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow night in 23 hours. JDO, that's spot on, buddy. Can't be a Nazi if the Jews are on your side. Kind of logical to me. But we're going to fight against it. Thank you all for being here tonight. And yes, President Zelensky, and folks, that's not a speech. He's sitting at his desk in front of his iPhone. Yes, of course, he has the facts and figures in front of him. But it's real. It's personal. It's very appreciated. It's translated for you so you can hear what he's saying. Now, what's very interesting, here's what's very interesting. I told you guys, and even as of now, I'll check it right now. They have not arrived. So 5 a.m. in Ukraine, they have not arrived yet. So the first 100 that went out, not arrived. None went today. So if you saw President Zelensky at the very end talking about Mariupol tomorrow, we try to get more out. He then listed the 3 cities where they're going. They didn't do that yesterday. That is 3 connecting cities to get to Zaporozhye. That was communicating where they're going, and it was for a purpose, so that tomorrow there's a better understanding of the route, because it wasn't clear. I've even heard that they are in Donetsk, which is bad. That's occupied, but no confirmation, and they're not in Zaporozhye. So we'll see. That's where we're at tonight. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. That was a very nice comment, and I don't know where it's at. This one, yeah, everybody try to get to YouTube, because now I can see that. So like if you're on my Facebook, it's hard for me to move those contents over. As U.S. take any more refugees from Ukraine? Yes. Pastor Greg, I stand with you against this post-truth culture. Nothing can change their minds, but don't preoccupy this nonsense from so-called Christians who have departed from reality. If God be for you, who could be against you? DG, Don Gentilini. Thank you, my friend. We will not. I'm calm now. I'm re-energized, and we're ready to roll. Folks, who knows what's going to happen in the next 23 hours? Unbelievable. As we always say, have you a great rest, a great evening, and we'll see you 23 hours. Good night. Thank you for everything you do. God bless you.